Hello and welcome to a new adventure. This time we're going to be taking on the hunt at the Call of the Wild. I enjoy hunting a lot. It's been a long time since I've been for a hunt. And I see on here that there is a New Zealand map, so we definitely have to check that out, and that's where we'll be starting. Aotearoa. Let's go. Have to restart the game. Aotearoa. Yeah, so like I was saying, this is based in the south of the South Island. I grew up and spent most of my time around the south side of the North Island. Haven't done much hunting down south, so it'll be interesting to see if it looks anything like the north.
Aotearoa. Welcome to New Zealand and to Te Aotearoa National Park. This little slice of paradise is teeming with creatures big and small, and more adventures than you'll find on any movie screen or storybook. Now I've lived out here in the Wop Wops all my life and never wanted for anything else. In fact, it's practically in my blood. This place and my family go way back. Things have been a little tricky lately, though. It's fast becoming somewhere I don't recognize anymore, and I don't like it. That's why I dragged you out here, Hoa. With your help, we're going to wean ourselves off outside money and make Te Aotearoa a model for sustainability the entire South Island can get behind.
Alright, just so everyone understands the slang there, the Wop Wops is pretty much out in the bush, in the middle of nowhere. And it's kind of weird hearing these Kiwi slangs in a game, to be honest.
Great to see you've arrived in one piece. Josh is my nephew. He just got his license, and I swear that kid spends more time with his hands on the radio dials than on the steering wheel. I hope he didn't talk your ear off. I've had to rely on him a lot lately since my legs started acting up again. I was planning to head out and meet you today, but here I am at home, propped up on 5 kinds of pillows. Doctor's orders. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat from me. Head over to the outpost marked on your hunter mate and let's get you started.
Alright. Which way? That way.
I hope you had a chance to spend some quality time on your own before I rang you up. Your mate, Alejandra, said the two of you were here on holiday? She had nothing but praise for you, by the way. Said you almost single-handedly turned things around for her in Cuatro Colinas. Well, naturally I have pretty high expectations, but let's take our time getting to know each other first. I'll admit that it wasn't just her recounting your heroic antics that made me pick up the phone. She said you were, and I quote, stoic, practical, and probably born out in the bush somewhere. Just what I was looking for, in other words.
This is awesome. Pretty damn close. See, in the North Island we got a lot of this, and our scrub is very dense. But in the north there's not so much great stags. Down the south you got some pretty giant breeds down there. Up here it's all just rubbish, small stuff. Lots of pigs, a lot of goats. It's pretty much what we grow up running around shooting, just goats, pest control. It looked like something albino. I'm doing it again. Yeah. Feral goats everywhere. South Island looks a lot more like this. Wonder if we'll hit any dense scrub. It's very beautiful. Look at that. Make a trail. Where I step. I'm matting down the grass. Oh, awesome. It'll help for trekking. As long as the animals do it too. Could have dropped me off on this road, buddy.
Not far now. We built these outposts in the early 90s. They got the works, repurposed materials, solar roofs, rainwater tanks. That was back when people used to just call you a hippie. Now everything's sustainable. Clean, green, eco-friendly. Hippies? Ha! Try trailblazers. And
True.
good for the environment doesn't have to mean bad for your back. It's pretty cozy inside. Go on, take a look.
Looks like something I have to do to save it. Claim it. Oh. Just mark. What's my flag look like? Aotearoa. Right.
See, we got company.
Fucking hell.
That'll be Josh's doing, the brat. I told him to leave things be, but I guess he couldn't resist. Anyway, maybe it's just as well you get used to it. I'll fill you in later. Right, mate? See that camera on the table? Strap it to your chest and let me explain what exactly you're here for. There's a lookout tower not far away, so you can head up there and get a sense of the place while I flap my gums.
Camera on the table. Don't even see a table. Is that a camera, is it? No, it's a GoPro. Gimme.
Nice and tight now. Wouldn't want it coming off right when you've got a shot lined up. Yeah. I need to make some changes to my sensitivity. Let's figure out how. Let's go through everything. Field of view. Let's max that bad boy out. Oh. That's better. I need that. Yeah, no, we don't want that. Not just yet. Can we get dogs? That'd be cool. Yeah, no, we want that toggled. That could be handy, but we won't move into real life stuff just yet.
You know, like the motion blur. It's cool, but it does my eyes something bad, eh? Subtitles on for you guys. Keep it down on. No way. No Dead Zone. Well, do you guys play with Dead Zone? I never have. Every time it comes in, I don't like it. Seems like they're fine tuning the controller sticks are gone. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely horrible when you've got stick drift and you can crank it up then. But other than that, I don't like it. Right. Very standard. What's my skills? Jump, crouch, prone. It's all very, very, very standard. Right. So hand club. Oh, look at that, guys. I've got stick drift. Okay. Full controls had a beating, eh? Not good. And, I guess at 20% dead zone. Look at that. Stick drift gone. Alright, let's go for a run. It's actually quite touchy, isn't it? This rubber. Jeez, this is what the bush looks like down here every time. That's fucking awesome. Everywhere. I mean, so because this would be awesome for hunting. And up here, it's rough, man. She's rough as just thick, thick, thick bush. I love hunting and fishing. Let's go. Got into hunting, well, probably 10 years ago. I've been doing little bits here and there all my life. Fishing, been fishing all my life. Since I was young. Grew up at the beach. Mighty Taranaki. Where I grew up was 5 minutes from the beach, 15 minutes from the mountain. Awesome place. If you're in New Zealand, make sure you go see it. Best place in New Zealand. Hey, buddy. It's a bit confused. You're gonna give me a gun. What are you up to, buddy? That's friendly. Oh, what the fuck? You're not friendly. fuckers. So, yeah, you don't get much goats attacking you in the wild, I must admit. Never seen it. They kinda just take off. Very easily spooked. Pigs, different story. Another road down there. That's awesome. Was I supposed to start this game somewhere else? Where they give you guns? Am I supposed to have guns or what? Always check both ways before crossing the road. Left, right, left. Not so much with dirt roads. Anything coming on these roads you're going to hear from a mile away. Here's what a hike. Can run a K faster in real life.
So, the plan. I want to turn this place into a year-round retreat for hunters like you and Alejandra. So I don't spend most of the year worrying about whether our native plants are going to get overrun by deer again. There's a lot of filmmaking talent out here, and it hasn't been put to good use lately, if you ask me. So we're going to make a commercial, show the world there's more to New Zealand than haka and halflings. And who better to demonstrate the thrill of the chase than an experienced hunter like yourself? See, Aotearoa's prime was back in the 80s. Most of the other hunters out here are equally long of tooth. We need someone young, new, dynamic. You. The camera will do most of the work, so you just have to make sure it's on when you head out to hunt. We have a couple of strategic locations on our list to get through. But let's get you that view first.
Sweet as, auntie. Sweet as. I wonder if these are like fast travel points. So that would make running around a whole lot more fun. Quick look if there's any goodies in here. Straight up dock hut. Just make sure you shut the door. Next person in will be pretty damn angry. Lighthouse. Up here. Alright. Bit of fuel down here. Some hada kicker. Actually, it's not. What is it? Make a band to touch it. Is that them trying to do?
There's the lookout tower, just up ahead.
I wonder if we'll see any pungas. See how well they got this.
Just take that in. Spectacular, isn't it? This eastern area is all rolling hills and conifers. There's a line of mountains in the centre of the reserve, and native beech forest, and a lot of rain on the other side. You're not going to be outrunning anything out here, so don't try. Nothing like the mad dash to find your harvest once you have taken it slow and steady, though. Right, so remember Josh's little outposts have ammo of all
This place
kinds and
doesn't
more
receive a lot
besides.
of government funding, unfortunately, and a couple of years ago we were running out of money for field research, and the outposts were in need of sprucing up.
So I guess you could say we made a deal with the devil, the Hollywood devil to be exact.
Long story short, they've just wrapped up filming for the final movie they were contracted to do. Some fantasy thing, shiny blade or shimmering dagger or something. My mentor used to tell me that if you don't look like a bit of a wally when you're stalking your prey, you're probably doing it wrong.
So pull up those sleeves and get to know the dirt.
Now let me check. Ah, resplendent sword.
I'll send you the blurb they gave me. My nephew tells me it's a big deal, but I'd certainly never heard of it before this.
But yeah, as nice as it is that Te Awaroa's beauty is up on the silver screen for all to see, it's come with its share of problems, to say the least. The bigwigs left in a hurry, and we got left with a bunch of basically intact movie sets scattered here and there all over the reserve. Well, I'm telling you all of this because Josh just rang me up and said that he spotted another set on his way back, not far from where I wanted you to try filming your first hunt. Can I trouble you to go clear it out? We can't run the risk of any of the props from the film featuring in our footage. Cheers.
Interesting. Right. When are you going to give me a gun? What in KO? Fuck. Oh, these are the props here. Alright. Ah, tricked him. That's Lake Waikiki. Okay. Okay. Taking a long way around. That's how we roll. Temptation makes me want to jump down. Pretty sure I'll break my legs. Yet to find out. Yet to find out what the fall damage is. Dare say it won't be very forgiving.
They call this the bush for a reason, you know. It's noisy as, though. Plant yourself in vegetation, sure. But don't move around in it when you're closing in on your target.
Yes, ma'am. I hope you guys give me a gun soon. Doing all this stuff. Not even getting paid. Getting a bit of hungry going on.
My hearing your heart was at the murmurings of the forest. You've got all the time in the world out here, you know. Slow down. Become one with the wop-wops.
But no. I want to rush. What have you got here? Can you build something? I can build something. Once you've got no money. Oh. Need to get to hunting. That's been very nice. Do some fishing. Can we swim? This would be so cold. So cold. I haven't got mosquitoes. Awesome. Typical New Zealand, where the water is sitting still, that's where your mozzies are. A lot of ferns. Such a big hike, guys. Getting around. These are the kind of things my partner loves to do. Just go walking around. I don't see the point of it unless you've got a gun on your back.
You know what a track is? Evidence you're not alone out there. Humbling, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Feels like only yesterday Josh dropped you off. You've gotten the hang of the place awfully quick, I must say.
You reckon? Still haven't got a gun. I do have a gun. Oh, yeah. Oh, I do.
Aotearoa means the land of the long white cloud. And I never grasp that more than when I'm standing at the top of a lookout tower watching the sky change.
So it happens when you don't have a gun. Alright. Let's get some stalking going. Hunting opportunity. Scout and losing. And the house with. Starting in. 30 meters. This is where the track starts. So that's where the track starts. Landed along white cloud, but landed the mighty rain as well. That's cool. It's starting to get games pretty well sussed now. Just all those little things that they never used to have add such a different dynamic to games. Sways, leaving tracks, sounds, ambient sounds. AI is a big one too. AI is getting better and better and better. It's making games pretty damn awesome. Harder, but awesome. Does it shoot off in the sky like that? That's just me. Not sure if I'm still on the track or not. It's a long way from... Oh yeah, it sounded awesome. Is that it? Crash of thunder. Not even lightning. The storm's over. Ah, it's taking me back over there. What the fuck? I'll stop in the bush. How do you know a trade wind's going?
Sometimes you've got to make animals think you're on their side. Calling's one way of doing it. I'll see more items. Tricky little fella, eh? If at first you don't succeed and all that, you'll get the next one.
Oh really?
You're
Nice.
making more of a racket out there than cackling Tilly. I won't question your ways, but I prefer the silent approach.
Sounds awesome. Make it. Need to work on our shooting. Don't hit him at all. Too used to these games with massive bullet drop, eh? still reading that. I've got a dog. Oh, I see. These are the people I'm chasing.
Now, I'm not one to criticise people's personal hygiene choices, especially not out here. But if you give off too much of a pong, animals will smell you miles off. Avoid travelling downwind or try a scent eliminator.
How much of that stuff lost? Oh, go power. What is it? Pollen, that's good. Oh, floaty things. Seeds or whatever. Cicadas. Oh, I hate the fucking sound of those things. All night long, those bastards make noises. Crickets and cicadas. Horrible bloody things. Reload. Oh, now we're getting into some dense scrub. To go through this.
This how they hunt where you're from? Right out in the open? It's a brave strategy, I'll give you that.
Not out in the open. Oh. Visibility. Where's my visibility? Oh, I see.
Oh, what a mess. If I'd known this was going to happen, I never would have agreed to it. This isn't even the worst of it. Right, let's take it one by one. Just bundle them into crates and I'll get someone to swing by later and transport them out of the reserve. Quite the medieval fair. Looks more than a bit incongruous out here if you ask me. Are those real oranges? Good enough to eat, eh?
Alright. Set it. Guess so. Oh, I had a bit of stick drift on the right stick too. Okay. Okay. What do we got up here? Probably need to start running everywhere. I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet.
We got a little overly reliant on these tent pole releases. Well, I say more tents and fewer releases. Does that work? Nah, you're right.
So it's $1,000. There's a truck straight away. What the fuck? Where we can go? Missions to get it. Still got something to do over here, do I? What? All packed away.
That thing didn't have an actual fire in that thing. Imagine if some silly townie kid had wandered over here and decided it would be a good idea.
Right, fucking bush on fire.
That's the last of them. What's that note? Props list. Foam statue of haughty elf standing proud, 9 foam warriors, 8 golden goblets, 3 green screens. This reads like a Christmas carol. See any of those? Bit dodgy. Townies must have been up here. Well, even though this isn't our mess to clean up, I should probably ask around and see if anyone knows what's happened to the missing props. The last thing we need is to get blamed for this. Maybe they did a very selective sweep. I'll see if anyone has a big wig's numbers. Thanks for your help, Ihor. Let's move on.
Right, so there's
Before you head off and film your hunts, first we've got to set the scene, so to speak. The marketing team's looking for some photos for the reserve website, something to give people a taste of what this place has to offer. Now that we've dealt with that bloody mess, you think you could head over to Lake Wakaiti and snap a few shots for us? There's a willow tree there growing right out of the water that all the influencers or whatever they call themselves go bonkers for. It does make for a good photo op, I'll give it that.
Okay, that's it. So we'll stop there on the way. Let's roll. 700 meters away. It's not that far, especially a nice big open bush like this. But I tell you what, the scamps seem to take some mission to get there. Wing cover.
one of the hunting spots my mentor used to take me out to. Bound to be something worth stalking in the area.
I hope so. I really feel I've done some stalking. Maybe a nice trophy buck or something. One decent kill finishes this video off, I think. It's definitely pretty. These games are always very slow. I guess I really need to start talking a bit more shit. Try to keep you all entertained. Well, that'll skip some of the bullshit out. What's the point of that? Sure you guys are playing this game yourselves as well. Some of these bird sounds sound familiar, but some of them don't. Like before, I'm sure I heard a squeal. We don't have squeals in New Zealand that I know of. Too noisy when you walk slow, hoping not to disturb the animals. And you haven't run into anything. You think, could have run that whole time. Saved myself 5 minutes of my life. It's a little bit different when you're actually out hunting. You're walking to save energy. You start creeping. You think, am I creeping for a reason? I like the underfoot sounds. Still not perfect, but pretty damn good. I reckon the day games never really pulled in that kind of stuff. I must get my hunting fix. See, the problem is when I moved to town, when I was flatting, a lot of people freak out when you move in carrying a big gun cabinet full of guns. So, yeah, had to sell all those bad boys. Now I've got no guns. Even if I wanted to go hunting, I have to borrow somebody else's. I've got some tracks. More than one, too. Nice. Gutted if I walk past them. Could be 2 herds of goats. Move that way. What does it sign me? I think you guys' eyes might be a little bit better than mine. Should have my glasses on. But I didn't take my glasses on me out in the bush, so shouldn't leave them there. Very optimistic of me, isn't it? It's a white gate, I'm going to see it, but the white gates aren't very common. Not very common at all. But I've seen plenty. Most of them have been like that. Any black colour, light brown. Not too bad eating if you're desperate and cook very slow. Sure, it's over here somewhere. It was a noise game. There it goes.
Blood's proof positive that you've hit your target. But if it's just a drop, you might have to aim for a follow-up shot. You have got the right weapon and ammo for the job, eh?
Don't know. Only got one gun, buddy. Oh, into it. Oh, let's see where Careful. Like a hunter vision. Let's get back to the blood. Down this way. Yeah, but which way? This is always good fun. Says no organ sets. Who the hell did I hit it? Oh, just this blood game. First hit was here. Well. What the fuck is it? Let's quick scope some of these fucking. I'd have to be from a fair distance away. This my scope's not that fast. I think I might crank that up a little bit. That's a bit better. Not doing too well, guys. I'll have to get a bit closer. Really go for that kill shot. Where? See no tracks. Triple. What the fuck? Alright, I think we'll end this video here, guys. It's interesting learning the controls and stuff, and figuring out what we're doing, seeing a bit of the native bush down in the South Island. Got a bit of a gist of what's happening here. Seems like a cool game, and we'll definitely continue. Until then, peace.